Hello and welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to be talking about the new update that Skyblock has just put out. And to be honest, this update is quite a massive update. First of all, we have got a new place, and that is called the Dwarven Mines. Now, the Dwarven Mines are a new place you can unlock at the Obsidian Sanctuary. So once you go to the Obsidian Sanctuary, you'll see a NPC right here called Rise. And Rise will require you to take some valuables to him. It's like 10 enchanted iron, 10 enchanted redstone, 10 enchanted lapis, that kind of stuff, and you can choose 3 of them. Once you've given it to him, you can access this place. Now, when you come down here from the lift operator, you can see a bank over there, and there are 2 NPCs here which are really extremely important. I will talk to you about. And there's also this NPC who is a bit less important. But right now, the other NPCs don't really do anything, so you can ignore them for now. Now, what Boo Boo does is sell you these pickaxes, which are extremely important, and also this biofuel, but we don't know what it does yet. All these pickaxes are extremely useful for breaking out Mithril, which is the new ore of this place. Now, except Mithril, you also have something called titanium. Now, titanium can be found when you break enough of these Mithril, and Mithril gives you a lot of mining XP, as you can see. But different types of Mithril give you different amounts of XP, including these prismarine bricks, I think, and these prismarine bricks, these, and this blue wool right here. You can also mine these, which also gives you mithril powder, but they give you less, and also this grey clay right here, which also give you mithril powder, but even less. So once you find one of these crevices like thing, which can be found all over the place, you can literally mine everywhere, to be honest. And then another new ore is titanium, as I said. They have a diorite-like texture, and they are pretty valuable right now. But they've plummeted in price and Bazaar lately, so I wouldn't recommend going there. But yeah, and another one is Starfall. Now, what Starfall does, we don't actually quite know yet. The price is pretty cheap. It's around the same price as Mithril. But right now, I don't think we'll need Starfall yet. Now, another big part of this update are the mobs. Now, for most likely, if you're an early player, it'll be like this guy, and be killing with Ice Walkers. Now, Ice Walkers do drop something called the Glaxite armor. And now, this armor is better than mineral armor, and I have some right now. For the full set bonus, it does give you +2 mining speed for each of your mining levels. And the defense of this item is doubled while you're on a mining island as well. And now another part of this are the goblins. You'll be most likely killing them during the goblin raid event. There are a lot of different kinds of goblins. I won't go through all of them. But when you kill them, they have a slight chance to drop goblin armor, goblin eggs. They can be found in the goblin burrows, as you can see. These ice walkers can be found in this great ice wall right here. And I think the last of the mobs are the ghosts. Now, they can be found when you drop down here. Now, they're the mist. Ghosts look like that, which are charged creeper without the creeper element. So they're just like little particles floating around. They will drop Volta, which is a drill fuel. Sorrow, which you can use to make sorrow armor. Ghostly boots, and a bag of cash. Now, if you do decide to drop down there, be very careful because they do a ton of damage, and they cannot be killed with magic, so like Bonzo Staff, Jerry Sheen Guns, you can't kill them with those, and you can't kill them with arrows either. So get Star Sentries. But the Star Sentry mob only drops during the Starfall event. Now, the Starfall event is a very, very rare occurrence event that you can get by when these things, the purple things that are flying around right now, they crash land into one of the mountainsides or the crevices, or maybe just the ground. Not really sure about this because we've never ever been to one, but when they do crash land, they will spawn something called Star Sentries, and then if you do manage to get the Star Sentries, you will get the Starfall mineral. So it's like a nether star thing, much like the skyblock menu right here. and they go for around the same value as mithril as we talked about before. So you will have to be very, very lucky. And they also drop mithril, but it's not a lot. So main element of the star sentries is probably the starfalls. And if you do get enough of them, we don't know what use they have right now. So I recommend either selling them or keeping them as the update goes on. And now for another very, very important part of this update is the Forge. Now to unlock the Forge, you have to be Heart of the Mountain Tier 2. What Heart of the Mountain is, I'll talk about it later, but you just have to know the requirement right now is to have Heart of the Mountain 2. Drills, as you can see here, you cannot use or get them right now because the update hasn't been far enough, but we speculate that it'll be up once you get Heart of the Mountain Tier 3. Here you have the forge thing. You can refine ores here or item casts. So you can create these amounts of items for now. And once you get a higher tier Heart of the Mountain, you can actually get more stuff. But for now, if you're tier 2 of Heart of the Mountain, you can get these sort of stuff. Most specifically, and most people would do, is to do a refined mithril. But it requires 160 enchanted mithril, so it is quite costly, but it costs a lot, and you can sell it for a decent price. You can see the goblin raid has now started when I'm recording this video. Okay, and I think there's another part where we can talk about is the commissions. Now, the commissions are at the palace, and inside the palace you have a bunch of kings sitting around a round table, so much like Arthur, King Arthur in the mythical elements of the story. I don't know if you know, but if you don't know, it's basically a bunch of kings sitting around a round table discussing stuff. These kings will rotate once every skyblock day, so there are one prop to one of this. So the only prop to getting all of the kings, to meeting all of the kings, is that you get a common king talisman in the end. I do have my king talisman, but I haven't reforged it yet. So it is right here. It gives a 1+1 mining speed when held, and it gives a +1% power from commissions. Now, if you talk to the main king, so the one who's sitting in the throne room, on the throne, on the big ass throne right there, you will actually get a commission to do. So these commissions are really important when you're trying to level up your Heart of the Mountain. Raids will also level up your Heart of the Mountain, but the events don't give as much Heart of the Mountain XP. The commissions are the main progress. You do get a daily bonus for the first 4 commissions that you do. After that, it's just 100 Heart of the Mountain XP, and it doesn't give as much. So you can see one is really easy to do, always be easy, but another will require you to participate in events at least once. But it is quite easy to do sometimes. Sometimes it's like this, so I don't really want to do it because the Starfall event is very rare. But you do get commission milestones, and what these do basically, they give you an extra NPC to talk with in a specific place, so you can get the commissions faster, and it'll basically don't have to run back to the palace every time you want to claim one. They do get you a very, very good amount of XP, especially mining. The queen doesn't really do anything for now. Sometimes the raffle is being held here, and you will find the raffle box right here, or it is in the far reserve in the middle of the dwarven mines. Now for the last part of this update are the NPCs. As you can see, there is Boo Boo here, and I probably talked about it during the first part of this video, but I really want to focus on his pickaxes, because they're all breaking power 5 or above, and they are all really, really strong. They can be purchased using coins and different items in order to trade with him, and they have a requirement which requires Heart of the Mountain Tier 2, Tier 3, and Tier 4 respectively. The first one, the Fractured Mithril Pickaxe, is the one you must get, because it is really, really cheap, and once you get out of the deep caverns of the dwarven mines, they're actually like mini stonks, and they break stone really, really fast. They do absolutely crazy mining. You don't need your stonks now. You can just throw it away, auction it. I don't know what to do with it because I don't have any stonks, but these pickaxes are horrible. They're mini stonks. They'll probably nerf this in the future, but for now, you must get one of them. Next up is Bolvar. Now, what Bolvar does is if you give him quite amount of materials and quite a lot of money, but I'm assuming you guys are late game. If you're early game, this won't really matter to you. But what he does is turn all of your mining minions into tier 2, and they're really, really awesome. They're really great. And for the last NPC, yeah, he's here, is Old Man Gary. Yeah, what Gary does is give you general information about the events happening right now. Once an event starts, he will announce it, and if the raffle event starts, you can basically ignore him. But it will allow you to teleport to him, but it won't really matter because you'll be running around getting raffle at the designated place. The events do change places after a while, so you have to pay a really, really good attention to the chat. Otherwise, you might miss out on these events, and some of you can earn them a lot of money, including Starfall events. Well, I guess not Starfall, but they will get you a lot of money sometimes. Finishing off this video, I would like to give you all some tips and tricks. The first tip, there is a big loop in the commission. So when you're doing the commissions and they ask you to mine about, sometimes it's 500, sometimes it's 250, or is in a designated place, you will probably mine the inner parts like the blue wool, the prismarine blocks, just to be on the safe side. But in fact, if you want to grind the commissions and you don't care about getting mithril powder, mine the grey wool and mine the grey clay, because these are the easiest to mine. Although they give you less mithril powder, they are the easiest to mine and you can get the commission done really quickly. Secondly, the titanium. Once you mine enough of these blocks, no matter how many, they will spawn eventually. They have a spawn rate of around 5% to 10%, so it'll be pretty easy to get, but sometimes if you're very unlucky like me, you might not get as much, but they're worth a bit right now. They're not a lot, but they're not tanking, so the price is moderate, I would suppose. Overall, this update is a great update. I think Hypixel did a very good job with this update. And yeah, that's all that you need to know mostly. But if you really, really want to get into this update, you really need to explore the whole of the Dwarven Mines, as it is really big. It's the biggest update yet, I think, so far. So let me know in the comments below if you have any questions, or if I've missed anything, you can type them down in the comments below. Don't Make sure to follow me on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, and subscribe and like this video. And I'll see you all guys in the next video.